So today we're gonna make it's shrimp tacos, but like instead of I know corn is an issue, so we're gonna use lettuce wraps and then something called jicama tortillas if y'all can find that at the grocery store. And um we have everything here. I have the jicama tortillas here. That's what they look like. So when you're at the store, they're gonna be wrapped. Jicama, it's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a vegetable and it's very I can say bland. You eat it cold. I wouldn't really. I mean, you can try toasting it. I don't know what would happen. I've never tried, but usually this is eaten with like lime juice or like spices and stuff, and you just snack on it. And they're usually cut in sticks at the grocery store, and you can find them. And oh, later I'll find. I could have sworn I had brought an actual like whole one, so I could show you what these look like at the store. I think slicing these would not be very easy. That's why they're already pre-made. It makes everyone's lives easier. Um, I have garlic powder here, chili powder, and cumin. And this is all for the shrimp. I have the shrimp over there. I'll bring that in a second, but I was cleaning it while waiting. And I want to show you how to clean like a whole shrimp. This is cilantro. This is lettuce. If y'all don't can't find jicama or y'all don't want to try jicama. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, jicama's kind of chalky, or that's just me. A lot of people like it, but it's healthy. You know, it's not bad. If you want something just easy, just get green leaf lettuce at the store, and then you can hold it like this with your stuff or with your fillings. I got canned pineapple, and the reason I chose canned pineapple is because it's sweeter and it has a bunch of pineapple juice in it, and we're gonna add that to the slaw. And then this is already like thinly sliced cabbage. This is like purple green cabbage, and I can show you how to slice cabbage today later. I just wanted this to have ready on hand because like y'all don't have to go to the grocery store and like cut a whole cabbage up if y'all don't want to. They have this pre-made at the grocery store, so it makes your life easier. It's called slaw mix. It's in the produce section. Super easy. We have jalapeno. Those on the bottom are for garnishing later, but if you don't want it spicy, you don't have to put this. It's okay. You don't have to put, you can leave it out. But I'm gonna show you how I cut it really small. We're gonna add that to the slaw. This is bell peppers for caramelizing. And you can choose any color, it doesn't matter. And like in the last video, I showed y'all how to cut these thin, but I can still cut them today and show y'all real quick. It's already cut up a little, but I'll give you like a, you know, sort of demonstration, I guess, if I'm gonna word it like that. How to cut these super easy. This is a whole shrimp. This is a raw, tail on, head on, shell on shrimp. And I just have one. I have the other ones cleaned. I think I have all of them cleaned actually. But I want to show y'all how to clean these if y'all ever have to. You don't have to. Most of the time, you'll find them cleaned and shell off, just tail on or even tail off. But you're gonna want to make sure to get these veins out of here, and I'll show y'all later what that is. This is for the slaw mix. It's honey. And then here's the carrot, the green onion, and then our knives we need. And we have olive oil right here, and then I have my pan and my spatula for sauteing. Real easy. Let me get I forgot. Let me get a shredder. I'll show you how I shred the carrot. Easy, really simple. So when I wrote the directions, I said we could start making the slaw first because you want like those flavors to really get in there and marinate. So we can start with that first. It won't be a big deal, you know. I mean, technically the shrimp needs to marinate too, but you know, I think the star of the dish, other than the shrimp, is like that jalapeno pineapple slaw going on. And oh wait, let me get the veggies out and show y'all. It's a jicama. It looks like this. If y'all haven't had one before, you'll find them at your grocery store or like the, I'd say Mexican farmers market or flea market. You'll find them pretty easily. They're really cheap, you know. I'm not sure if they're in season over there, but it's mainly used in Mexico, and that's how we made the tortillas. Like that's how we turn this into this. And and that's why if you Unless y'all love onions, then by all means do it. But yeah, so we're gonna add the rest of the carrot. Or just half. I mean, it's up to y'all. This actually might be enough. Let me see. Yeah, that'll be enough. Unless y'all love carrots, then go ahead and the more the merrier. So let me clean that up. And so we're gonna, our first step really is getting the slaw and the peppers caramelized, because those take the longest, because cooking shrimp happens pretty fast, I'd say. You gotta make sure it's cooked all the way, but also it cooks so quickly you can overcook it just as easily. Let me clean this. Also, let me give y'all some advice. So if you have a damp towel and put your cutting board, it's gonna prevent it from slipping, right? So like, let's say I'm like, oh, right? Like it's not really slipping or, but then, if you have it and you're like, oh, see how it's sliding? That's why having this will help you a lot, or having a damp towel under your cutting board will help you a ton with preventing accidents and spills everywhere. Or pepper. Like, there, it's getting there. You want it around that color. Um, we can add our pineapple and green onions now. To the green onion. Y'all can cut it any way you like. Like if you can cut it like here, let me show y'all. If you want to be like all fancy and do it like this, you can do it like that, right? And be careful, use your knuckles. But this is like more advanced. If you really want to delve into that, you can. So if you want like little strings to add to your slog, you can do that. But I would say for the sake of this video, we can make our lives easier and do it the easy way. Like how you see it on a baked potato, right? Just nice and thin, horizontally. Like that. And you don't have to go fast. Like there's no need to be fast when cutting with your knife, unless you work like in a kitchen, I guess. But even then, it's better to do things right the first time. The things you can do than going as fast as you can and hurting yourself. Or like damaging the vegetable or whatever you're cutting. And some people say this is bitter. It's up to y'all if y'all want to use it or not. I think it's just to everyone's taste, if they like the white part of the green onion. I know some people do, some people don't. I like to add it in because it just has that like bitter flavor that just adds a little bit of bitterness, but like it's not like destroying the entire thing, right? So let me show you all up close. Looks like that. You add a little bit of the light to it. And see how that's all for onion. Like our onion flavors and slaw. And y'all can add white onion, red onion, whatever onion, it's okay. You can add any onion you want. It's it's however y'all want to do it. I think if y'all think something tastes better, do it. It's always good to try new things. They're next to our peppers. They're good in there. I think they're looking pretty good. They're pretty caramelized, so we have that medium low. But like here's our slaw. The rest of our slaw. We'll get some pineapple. And see how I left the juice in here? Like I just put the can, put the whole thing in here, right? You can get tidbits, you can get the rings, whatever y'all like. And for the juice, y'all can measure if you like. I think it's up to y'all how y'all want to measure it. I did the recipe for 2 people, but I'm just gonna drizzle in a little bit. And we can try as we keep mixing it. And then see how we have our little pineapple pieces. Add maybe 4 to it, you know, or 5. If y'all really like pineapple, y'all can add a ton. I think it's up to y'all how y'all like it. But you're gonna hold it like this, knuckles on top, nails in. And like after you have all these slices, they're gonna look like this. Y'all can leave it like that. Or y'all can cut it even smaller like this. And you have tiny little pineapple bits. This one, oops. Well that fell. But anyways, or do the rest of them. Just keep adding them in till we're all done. And last 2. And you know, when y'all are cutting and like y'all have your thumb like this, just please be careful. You can cut yourself, like you don't want to do that. And yeah, last of our pineapple. And then we'll show you the jalapeno. So I already cut it for that garnish part, right? But when you're doing a jalapeno, you wipe, okay? Pour it a little. Also don't want it slippery. Like y'all at home, y'all should probably also wipe before. You don't want to have things slipping all over the place. So you're gonna get that tail, just cut it off. You know, dispose of it or scraps or whatever y'all would like to use. And then holding it like this carefully, like hold it with your knuckles. And don't get all forceful, just start sawing slowly. And there, right? And you see how there's like this. That just dropped. Thankfully we have a second one. I'm at a really weird angle with the camera, sorry guys. But so we have our white stuff, you wanna cut that out, right? So we're gonna hold it like this. And don't have your fingers in the way, you just wanna get that unlodged. And pull off the seeds. Pull off the rest of that bitter stuff. And then you'll have jalapeno. Um, so for the tiny pieces of jalapeno, if y'all like jalapeno in your food, so cut it like that. It's nice and thin, go slow. You're in no rush, you wanna keep them all together because we're gonna add them or cut them together and I'll show y'all in a couple seconds what I do. See how it looks like that? All the little strips. And then we're gonna hold them like this, as if I'm holding it like this. And then put your knuckles out, put your thumb in, and just cut it. And they're gonna look like that. So like little mints, it's mints. There's mince the jalapeno. And then we'll just add that to our salad. Y'all, I'm gonna have to try a different angle next time. This is too much. If y'all hear my cat in the background, he wants more food after dinner. He's always doing that. So we keep cutting. And we'll add our stuff, our jalapeno. And then see how our mix is going. And then we have the honey. And that we're gonna add the honey. We already got that pineapple juice. Add that honey in. And if you don't want to wear gloves cutting jalapeno, by all means. Also, I'm gonna give y'all some advice. After cutting a hot pepper, do not touch your eyes, do not touch your face. It's a bad idea. You're gonna burn your eyes without realizing. And then you're gonna be rinsing them out in water for who knows how long. So we added our honey. And we're gonna stir all together the honey, the pineapple juice, all the slaw. Let that sit there. And it's gonna be sweet. This is like a sweet and fruity slaw for y'all. And if y'all wanted to, y'all can even add lime juice to it if y'all want a little bit of tang, but we're gonna add that to the shrimp once we're done cooking it, so we can add that tanginess to it at the end with the spices. And then it's gonna contrast with the sweet slaw, the sweet oniony veggie slaw, right? With the pineapple. But see how this is all mixed up? Has a little spice, a little kick. And then we're gonna set that to the side. Move my board a little. And yeah, there's our slaw. Now, let's see. I think we can start. Let me show y'all the shrimp real quick before we start cooking everything. So this is gonna be our whole shrimp. This whole thing. This big old thing. Well, not big, these are actually really small. You don't know the size of a shrimp by their different numbers at the store, but like nobody really pays attention to that unless you like really love shrimp. So you're gonna usually the packaging see through, so you'll see how much shrimp or how big you want your shrimp. And the way I clean these, real easy without having to make a whole mess. The thing about shrimp is that they got all this. Let me see if I show y'all. They got this orange stuff, right? That's all fat. And I'm serious. It's all like it will make a mess if you cut over here. So you want to cut past it and see there's even this little part right there. It's just perfect place to be cut, right? So carefully, like don't cut yourself. Just cut the head off. And then we're gonna have the whole thing here. And then you're gonna put your scissors in. And there's veins on the top and bottom, so we're gonna do both. We're gonna get all the tail, all the shell out, but you're gonna slide it in carefully and start snipping your shrimp. And just keep going. And see how there's like a vein there? We're gonna get rid of that. So we're gonna go on the other side too. To get all the shell off. So we're gonna peel the shell off and see the veins already coming off. Make sure we get everything, tail off, get the little legs off, rest of the shell, and then most of the veins off. And If y'all like the heads or eating the tails, I mean, some people do. I mean, really shouldn't, but you can. Here's the vein, and this is what it's gonna look like. Excuse me. Um, Taylor, yeah, they're gonna look like this. And this is when we add all our spices in, right? Our cumin, garlic powder, chili powder, and massage it, or stir with a spoon. Y'all don't have to go through all the trouble of like touching the raw shrimp if you have gloves on. They'll make lives easier or y'all's lives easier. Y'all can use as much spices as y'all want. Y'all can add black pepper to it, let's just say we added it, right? And this is like a spice mix we're doing here. We want to crust on the shrimp. It's gonna add some good flavor to it. And we're gonna leave that. And we're gonna have that ready to sear. Let me clean this up. All right, so pause there, it's just y'all want to add the cilantro and the slaw now, you can. Actually, we can add it now. I don't think it matters. I said in the directions to finely chop it. It's up to y'all. Y'all can just tear it in little pieces if y'all don't want to go through the trouble of cutting little pieces of herb over time. Just tear it in, add it, stir it, and done. Right? And y'all can still add some leaves at the end if y'all wanted to. It's up to y'all. Um, Really, y'all don't want to use the stem of the cilantro. You just pick off the leaves from the bunch you buy at the grocery store. And we're gonna stir that and then leave it aside again. It smells really sweet, guys. That's one good thing. This is gonna be a sweet slaw, with the spicy shrimp, spicy sweet, all that going on. I'm gonna take this over here so y'all can see what's going on here. So you can see the peppers. I think with green peppers, it looks a lot darker than it actually is on camera. So, if I think this would be better suited for a red bell pepper, a yellow, orange, any of those warmer color bell peppers. Really, you want to add something. So I turn the heat on high. We're gonna leave the peppers there because we're gonna cook it all together, right? Add some more oil to the stick. And that's sizzling, right? And now we're ready to add our shrimp. You can have it sizzling higher if you wanted it, but yeah. I forgot to show y'all the line. I'm gonna just slice this in quarters. I can show y'all actually while it's starting to cook. The reason I want to slice it into quarters is because I want to use it as a garnish as well as adding it in our dish. So we're gonna cut the butts off. So carefully fold, slice, sort of look like that, right? Fold, slice. Carol, I see you calling, or hold on. But yeah, so see how the butts are off? You cut it flat side up. You see how it looks like this? You're gonna put on it flat. Cause you don't want to. I don't want y'all cutting yourself. And cut it through the middle. Look, lemon wedge, easy, right? But anyways, we're gonna add that lemon wedge to over here because we can add it, toss, sprinkle it in at the end. But you see how everything looks, you know, really golden over here, really brown. I think the green bell peppers really made it more brown than I wanted it to. You keep, you know, you don't have to put it all fancy like me. You can just do this and make sure you cook the shrimp all the way and get some golden sear on it. So a fully cooked pepper shrimp is 120 degrees Fahrenheit, but if you don't have a thermometer, just make sure it's opaque all the way through. So like, if it looks like translucent, like you know how raw chicken looks translucent? It's the same thing with shrimp. It's gonna look like a translucent pink, but you want like a really solid white color all throughout in the middle everywhere. It's for fully cooked shrimp. And then if your shrimp is really rubbery and tough, that means you overcooked it, you know. Keep turning that. And you know, this is a really, really small shrimp, so it's gonna look super fun. We'll have our shrimp in there. Here, I can cut through one. Actually, let me pick it up with a fork. I don't want y'all doing what I did on this stick, 'cause I don't want y'all to burn yourself, but let's say if it looks like opaque. This is really hot, so please don't burn yourself, y'all. I don't want y'all burning yourselves, but see how it's like all opaque? You want that, right? So it's ready. So we turn off the heat. We add our lime wedge. We add all the juice to it. And the pan's off, by the way. You want to make sure it's off. We're gonna add that part lime flavor. We're gonna toss it and stir it in the lime juice. And you know, it smells like spices, like caramelized pepper, lime. Real easy. So that's ready. And then we'll get our plate. This is I don't really have to show y'all how to make a taco, right? You know, we just add your filling, your toppings, your hot sauce or whatever you all want to put on it. And you know, you're done, right? Or lime juice, cheese, if y'all like for cheese alternatives, and you're done, right? So that's what we do with the jicama. I'm gonna do with the lettuce. And when you're making your taco, you don't really want to have super hot stuff um on you or like on like you don't want to do this. This is really dangerous. So I'm just showing y'all as an example of how y'all would do it. So we're gonna have it on the plate. Um go closer. There we go. The other cooked pepper. You know, next time I would say I cook the peppers less because the color looks off-putting. We're gonna add our spicy limey shrimp, pepper shrimp to the lettuce, right? I'm just showing, like, for today, this is like one thing, right? Cause, I have a lot going on today, so I was in a rush, but this is our slaw. All the sweet slaw, and you see all the juice, you know, we could put that on top if you really wanted. So you're gonna get a spoonful or however much you want of your slaw. You're gonna add it. All that sweet, spicy, oniony stuff going on. Then, you know, you get a little cilantro if you want. And then if y'all really want it spicy, you could add your little jalapeno. And then if y'all want it even more sour, you can add your little lime. But yeah, so that's our cleaner plate. I'm gonna take a picture of this guy, that's why. That's how I make the shrimp lettuce tacos for y'all. No salt, all flavor, all good. And, you know, y'all can screenshot this if y'all need like a reference photo. I know I will, because I'm just like, oh well, oh wait, I can take pictures later. I'm gonna just do that. But you know, do y'all have any questions? You know, again, I'm gonna send a copy of the recipe to Carolyn, in PDF form. It's in the chat as well if you want to screenshot that or copy and paste that somewhere. But I'll make sure a printable, more like organized format through the PDF will be available to y'all. Everything's on there. The recipe is, the servings are for 2 people. I know at the grocery store, you know, you're not gonna find 2 servings of stuff, right? So I would say, you know, you can multiply that, right? By 2, and then you get 4 people, or divide it by 2, and if you just want to make for yourself just once, and then you know you can make some more another time, right? And you know, if y'all can save the slaw and use it for something else, right? Y'all could put it on anything. You can have it on the side. You can put it in a sandwich and a wrap. You know, add something really good on top of a grilled, something grilled. You know, to add some good flavor. And yeah, do y'all have any questions at all?